smattering of saffron across the country has now turned into a huge swath as state after state fall into the BJP's kitty because the unstoppable Modi Express continues to roll on. Good afternoon. Good evening. I'm Padmaja Joshi and we are coming to you live from the BJP headquarters here on 11 Ashoka Road, which is going to see hectic action tomorrow as well as Holi comes early. Through the day, there were crazy, frenzied activists, supporters of the party who sang and danced for what is undoubtedly a Modi wave. In fact, not just a wave, it is a huge tsunami, or a tsunamo, as we on India Today are calling it.
The BJP has outdone itself in breaking every record ever set in the 400-plus strength assembly. And everyone within and outside the party of the Lotus agrees on one irrefutable fact, that the credit for this landslide victory goes to one man and one man only, Narendra Damodar Das Modi, the Prime Minister of India and the tallest champion that the Hindutva Brigade ever had.
पूरे देश का गरीब नरेंद्र मोदी जी को आशा के साथ देख रहा है। 2.5 साल में ही इस देश के गरीब के जीवन स्तर को ऊंचा उठाने का जो प्रयास हुआ है,
हमारे जननायक, हमारे दिलों की धड़कन श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी पहुंच चुके हैं।
The Modi juggernaut steamrolled UP despite the tradition of Uttar Pradesh dividing at election time along the lines of caste and religion. But those equations now stand decimated. Narendra Modi has emerged as the great unifier, commanding 40% of all votes cast in Uttar Pradesh.
आज मुझे मिलने का सौभाग्य मिला और आप इतनी बड़ी संख्या में हम सबको आशीर्वाद देने के लिए आए।
In Uttarakhand too, the lash of the Modi wave swept the Harish Singh Rawat-led Congress off the cliff. The outgoing Chief Minister losing both the seats he contested.
पूरा उत्तराखंड विजय उत्सव मनाता होगा, ये मैं देख रहा हूं।
Carrying on his northeastern onslaught, the scepter of Modi looms large over Manipur, where coming from nowhere, the BJP has planted firmly the lotus flag, in the land where Ibobi Singh has ruled unhindered for over a decade and a half.
भाइयों बहनों, आपको मैं कहता हूं, 11 तारीख को चुनाव के नतीजे आएंगे। 13 मार्च को हिंदुस्तान होली का उत्सव मनाएगा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की मणिपुर में सरकार बनेगी और मणिपुर के हाथ में सरकार आते ही कोई भी ब्लॉकेज नहीं रहने देंगे, मैं आपको वादा करता हूं।
Modi's charisma has held its sheen 2.5 years since Namo struck India. Despite the losses in Delhi and Bihar, soon after the BJP's massive win at the general elections of 2014. In 2016, with an unprecedented 60 seats out of total 126, the BJP formed the government for the first time in Assam. The BJP under Modi broke the jinx of being labelled as a party limited to the Hindi heartland of the country.
देश को भ्रष्टाचार और काले धन रूपी दिमक से मुक्त कराने के लिए एक और सख्त कदम उठाना जरूरी हो गया है। आज मध्यरात्रि यानी 8 नवंबर 2016 की रात्रि को 12 बजे से वर्तमान में जारी 500 रुपए और 1000 रुपए के करेंसी नोट लीगल टेंडर नहीं रहेंगे, यानी ये मुद्राएं कानूनन अमान्य होगी।
Narendra Modi, who had carried out the forced demonetization of 85% of Indian currency just 4 months ago, has proved that he has carried the faith of the Indian voter. Today, all opposition and criticism has been laid to rest. The Achhe Din of Narendra Modi continues unabated as his popularity continues to soar and as he single-handedly continues to deliver election after election for the party.
Well, as opposed to a gentle roll of undulating water, which is a wave, a tsunami is copious amounts of water that destroys everything in its wake. And depending on what they have done, concerned with what they have done, the BJP has done to the Samajwadi Party, Congress in Uttar Pradesh, it's fair to call this a tsunami or a tsunamo. But the BJP was told this wave was ebbing, that they can't keep using that trump card Modi again and again. This time it certainly will not work, and that demonetization is going to completely annihilate the party in Uttar Pradesh. But all of those doomsday scenarios have come to naught as Amit Shah and Modi juggernaut rolled on the campaign trail in UP.
भाइयों बहनों, गांव में अगर कब्रिस्तान बनता है तो गांव में स्मशान भी बनना चाहिए। अगर रमजान में बिजली मिलती है तो दिवाली में भी बिजली मिलनी चाहिए। अगर होली पे बिजली मिलती है तो ईद पर भी बिजली मिलनी चाहिए। भेदभाव नहीं होना चाहिए। अब तो बीएसपी का नाम ही बदल गया है। अब वो बहुजन समाज पार्टी नहीं रही है। बहुजन तो सिर्फ बहनजी में समेट गया। अक्षर वही है, जगह बदल गई। अब वो बहुजन बहनजी बन गया और पूरी पार्टी बहनजी संपत्ति पार्टी बन गई। मोदी पे हमला करो समझ सकता हूं, भाजपा पे हमला करो समझ सकता हूं, लेकिन बेचारे गधे के ऊपर आपको गधे का भी डर लगने लग गया क्या? अरे वो तो सैकड़ों किलोमीटर दूर है, आप इतने घबराते काहे हो? लेकिन अखिलेश जी, आपको पता नहीं है, गधा भी हमें प्रेरणा देता है। गधा अपने मालिक पे वफादार होता है। गधा अपना मालिक जितना काम ले उतना करता है और कम से कम खर्चे वाला होता है।
उत्तर प्रदेश की जनता इस बार कसाब से मुक्ति पाले। कसाब से मेरा मतलब कुछ और मत निकालिएगा। कसाब से मेरा मतलब है, कसे है कांग्रेस पार्टी, ससे है समाजवादी पार्टी और बसे है ये। जब तक कसाब को खत्म नहीं करोगे, उत्तर प्रदेश का भला नहीं होने वाला।
भगवान कृष्ण उत्तर प्रदेश की धरती पे पैदा हुए, गुजरात में आके कर्मभूमि बनाई। मैं गुजरात में पैदा हुआ, उत्तर प्रदेश ने मुझे गोद ले लिया। कैसा बड़ा मेरा सद्भाग्य है भाइयों। उत्तर प्रदेश ने मुझे गोद लिया है और जिन्होंने मुझे गोद लिया है वो उत्तर प्रदेश तो मेरा माई बाप है, मेरा माई बाप है।
Chintan, introspection is a word you'll be hearing very frequently over the next few days, especially when you listen to the opposition parties, the non-BJP parties. What is it that is working for the Bharatiya Janata Party and in particular for Narendra Modi? Because just look at the kind of seats that they've won. Almost 57 in Muslim-dominated areas, 70 in Dalit-dominated areas. So it's across class, caste, religion that people seem to have voted for the BJP. What really then is this magic Modi formula?
Riding the undiminished popularity of one man, in Uttar Pradesh, the BJP turned the tables on an opposition combined by purpose. Only one foe to defeat, Narendra Modi, and they failed.
झोपड़ियों का मसीहा, गांव गरीब किसान का शुभचिंतक हमारे बीच में पधार चुका है मित्रों।
In UP, the question was always either BJP or who, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi ensured that he pulled in 3/4 of the available seats for his party, far surpassing the BJP high of 1991 when the party got 221 seats.
मुद्दा बीजेपी के 14 साल के वनवास का नहीं है, मुद्दा 14 साल के लिए उत्तर प्रदेश में विकास का वनवास हो गया है।
The BJP this time polled about 40% of votes, though 2% lower than what the BJP got in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections. It still has ensured a historic mandate in the crucial and biggest state of India.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ओर से कहना चाहता हूं कि श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के नेतृत्व की जीत है, मेरी पार्टी के करोड़ों कार्यकर्ताओं के परिश्रम की जीत है।
The irony is that while the Samajwadi Party and the Congress tied up to face the Modi wave, the crucial link of Bahujan Samaj Party was missing from the combine that was needed to halt Modi walking all over them. The equation that had worked in Bihar of forming a grand alliance never materialized in UP.
मैं समझता हूँ सभा में बड़ी संख्या में लोग आए, वही मैं सोच नहीं पा रहा हूँ कि आखिरकार जो लोग आए थे कि क्या केवल देखने आए थे या हाथ में मोबाइल लेकर के आए थे और फिर बाद में चले गए, वोट नहीं दिया उन्होंने शायद।
In retrospect, had the SP, the BSP, the Congress and the RLD come together, their combined 52% vote share would have been 12% more than what the BJP got. This could have translated into a demoralizing defeat for the BJP. But with Narendra Modi at the helm and Amit Shah doing the strategy, there has been no stopping the BJP from running away with the cake and the toppings all. United, the opposition could have stood. Divided, they bow to Narendra Modi.
Well, they say behind every successful man is a woman, but behind every successful politician there is a shrewd strategist. And when one talks about the Modi magic, one has to talk about Amit Shah. They said that the UP general elections, the performance of the BJP in the UP Lok Sabha elections was the highest point that he could achieve. Bihar and Delhi were cited examples of how his formulas weren't really working. This is redemption for him and his strategizing.
A saffron surge. The lotus in full blossom in Uttar Pradesh after a decade and a half. Modi wave sweeps through the nation's bellwether state. The BJP has just made history. But the author of this landslide is no stranger to scoring triumphs in the face of adversity. Meet BJP President Amit Shah. The man credited with decimating Congress in his home state of Gujarat. Way back in 1995. To crown Keshubhai Patel as Chief Minister of the state's first BJP government. And as the close aide of Narendra Modi, Shah helped him script 3 successive terms in a row in Gujarat's top office by building a network of thousands of influential village leaders. This formidable team then landed in Delhi. Modi became Prime Minister in 2014. And Amit Shah was elected the BJP's president less than 2 months later. Then began the Saffron Party's rapid advance across states. Haryana, Jharkhand and Maharashtra in 2014. Also Jammu and Kashmir the same year in alliance with the BJP. Under Shah's leadership, the BJP set its footprints in the northeast, winning Assam in 2016. Nevertheless, the BJP president also tasted serious setbacks when his party lost Delhi to Arvind Kejriwal and Bihar to the Mahagathbandhan in 2015. But Shah learned from his mistakes and devised a strategy for the mega Uttar Pradesh state, modeled after his time-tested formula. The campaign primarily stayed focused on local issues, reflecting a keen awareness of regional economy and law and order.
चाहे महिलाओं की सुरक्षा हो, चाहे व्यापारियों की सुरक्षा, हर चीज में उत्तर प्रदेश में जनता के अंदर एक आक्रोश पड़ा है और मैं स्पष्ट रूप से परिवर्तन की लहर देख रहा हूं.
He saved the party from factionalism when he named no one as the official candidate for the chief minister's post.
कई जगह पे हमने ऐसा किया, महाराष्ट्र में भी ऐसा किया था, झारखंड में भी ऐसा किया था, हरियाणा में भी ऐसा किया, सब जगह जीते थे.
The BJP also smartly capitalized on the family rift in the ruling Yadavs.
एक ऐसे शहजादे मैं बताऊं आपको, एक से अपनी मां परेशान है और दूसरे से अपना बाप परेशान और दोनों से उत्तर प्रदेश परेशान है.
Amit Shah was also more vocal about his party's core Hindutva ideology. Insinuations of minority appeasement resonated as loudly in the BJP's UP campaign as they did ahead of the 2014 Lok Sabha elections.
अखिलेश बाबू ने कहा था, बच्चियों को हम लैपटॉप बांटेंगे, एक जाति और एक समुदाय छोड़ दीजिए, किसी को लैपटॉप मिला है क्या? मिला है क्या? लैपटॉप की योजना एक जाति और एक समुदाय के लिए सीमित कर दी.
And a Muslim vote bloc, apparently divided between the Gathbandhan and the BSP, sealed the deal for the BJP's rise. Last, but certainly not least, the UP vote was projected as a vote for Modi. And the magic not only worked, it showered a windfall of around 300 seats. Ahead of 2019, Amit Shah has secured the country's most significant state. Sustaining the momentum, which started with 2014, is what appears to be the next big challenge for the master strategist. This is Harmeet Shah Singh for India Today.
Well, of course, politics, elections, serious business, but there is no reason that there shouldn't be a fair sprinkling of humor in that as well. So here is our tongue-in-cheek tribute, our tongue-in-cheek interpretation of the election results and the Modi phenomena. And we are signing off by...